Reserve for doubtful debts. Maintain RDD, that is profit or loss on revaluation, that is loss. Bad debts and RDD, loss on revaluation. RDD increase by loss on revaluation. RDD increase to loss on revaluation. RDD reduced by profit on revaluation. RDD reduced to profit on revaluation. RDD is no longer necessary, that is profit on revaluation. If you get like this sentence, this will be treated as on reserve for doubtful debts. So question, MN and O are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. So this is the old ratio. Old ratio will use to share the revaluation amount profit or loss, accumulated profit or loss, that is reserve fund general reserve profit or loss, which was given in the old balance sheet. Now liability side, all the liabilities transferred to new balance sheet except capital's reserve fund. So capital reserve fund transfer to partners capital account credit side, and reserve fund we have to share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So adjustment, in retires on the above date the following adjustment agreed upon. Stock is valued rupees 17,200. So if you get valued and revalued, difference amount we enter under revaluation account. So this is depreciation. Furniture increased by 800 is an appreciation, revaluation account credit side. Buildings appreciate by 10%, revaluation account credit side. Machinery depreciate by 5%, revaluation account debit side. RBD is no longer necessary, so amount is 1200, revaluation account credit side. Next, goodwill of the firm rise rupees 18,000, but it was decided to not to show in the books of accounts, that is goodwill written off case 2. This goodwill amount we have to share under partners capital account credit side in the old ratio. And again, debit side we have to write off in their new profit sharing ratio. Next, N is to be paid rupees 20,000 immediately on retirement. So this is amount paid by the remaining partner immediately after a retirement of N, and balance transferred to his loan account. So here prepare necessary ledger account means revaluation account, partners capital account you have to prepare, and the new balance sheet. So note, goodwill not to be shown in the books of accounts means goodwill written off.
So in the question, first he has given the old balance sheet of a partnership firm and adjustment, additional information. So you know the old balance sheet items. So these old balance sheet items, liabilities and assets. Liabilities and assets are transferred to new balance sheet. Transferred to new balance sheet. And this additional information, that is adjustments related to the assets and liabilities, like increase and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities, should be recorded under a revaluation account. So in adjustments, you will get the adjustments related to the assets and liabilities and goodwill and settlement due to retiring partner. So these two adjustments regarding the share of goodwill and next the settlement due to retiring partner, we have to record under second partner's capital account. So it's clear that leaving these two adjustments regarding goodwill and the mode of settlement due to retiring partner, all these adjustments compulsory we have to record under the revaluation account. You know, the revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. This revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. So in adjustment account, we are going to record all these adjustments, the adjustments related to the assets and the liabilities. So it is a nominal account. Debit side we have to record all the expenses and losses, and credit side we have to record all the incomes and gains. So as per the question, let us see the first the adjustment part. So N retired on the above date, the following adjustment are to be made. Stock is to be valued rupees 17,200. So first adjustment, stock is to be valued rupees 17,200. See stock, the old value, the stock, the old value 18,500. 18,500. So adjustment value 17,200. 17,200. So this stock value will be considered as a new value, and this will be the old value. If you compare to the old value, this stock value is reducing. That is depreciation here. So 18,500 minus 17,200, difference is depreciation. So 2, debit side expenses and losses. So debit side 2, stock account. So 18,500 minus 17,200. 1,300. So 1,300. So valued, revalued, difference amount should be entered under the revaluation account. Next, furniture increased by rupees 800. Increased by, so direct amount. So is a credit side. So credit side we have to record all the incomes and gains. So by furniture account. So furniture is 800. Next, stock. Next. Second adjustment, buildings appreciated by 10%. Appreciation, increasing in the value of assets is an income. So income side by buildings account. So buildings value 40,000. So into 10%, 4,000. Next, machinery depreciated, decreasing the value of assets, debit side to machinery account. So machinery value 46,500 into 5%.
2,325.
So 46,500 into 5%.
2,325.
So 2,325. Next, RBD is no longer necessary. See RBD, so in the old balance sheet, RBD has given inner column, that is 1,200. So reserve for bad debts. So after the retirement of a partner, they came to know that this reserve for bad debts is no longer necessary. It means no need to maintain here. No need to maintain. So RBD no longer necessary. RBD reduced. So all it is an income. So income side we have to record. So by RBD account. So RBD is 1,200. No longer necessary means this RBD whatever they have reserved, that amount they have recovered. If bad debts recovered, that will be treated as a income. Next, and remaining adjustment, goodwill of the firm was raised rupees 18,000, but it was decided to not to show in the books of accounts. That adjustment we have to record under second step partners capital account. And yen is to be paid rupees 20,000 immediately. That also we have to record under partners capital account. Now revaluation account we have prepared with the help of adjustment. Debit side we have recorded all the expenses and losses, and credit side we have recorded all the incomes and gains. So after recording all the adjustments, so this revaluation account we have to close by transferring net profit or net loss, that is revaluation account the profit or the loss. So highest amount credit side 6,000. So in 6,000, that is incomes more here. So when compared to expense losses, incomes more here. So in this income 6,000, you minus this expenses and the losses.
2,375.
In 6,000, if you minus this, you will get the profit.
2,375.
So 2,375. This is revaluation account profit. So this revaluation account profit should be shared among all the partners in the old profit sharing ratio, and it should be transferred to second step partners capital account. Now this profit you can transfer to partners capital account here. So transfer here, so partners capital account. So M, N and O. So old profit sharing ratio is a 5:3:2, that is 5/10, 3/10 and 2/10.
2,187.
So 2,375 into 5/10,
1,187.
1,187.2. Ignore. Next
712.
712 and remaining. See this you get point here. We can cut off the the paisa here. So 1,187 plus 712. So this total you minus in 2,375. That remaining will be for the O here. So 2,375 minus 1,187 minus 712.
476.
So 476. The remaining balance we can share to O here. Now, so it's clear that revaluation account, profit or loss we have to share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Now come to the second steps, accounting steps, combined partners capital account. combined partners capital account. So here M, N, O are partners. So in that, here he has taken the retirement from the business. Next M, N, O. So N is the retiring partner. You know, first under partners capital accounts, 3 items we have to record. Under partners capital account, first we have to record the 3 items which has given in the old balance sheet. That is capitals of a partner, or reserve fund, or general reserve. Next profit and loss account. So as per the old balance sheet, he has given only capital and reserve fund. So capitals of M, N and O, 72,000. Next 41,500 and 34,500. So as per the old balance sheet, so capitals he has given liability side. So here we have recorded. Next accumulated profit or loss, that is reserve fund. So reserve fund we have to share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So reserve fund total 18,000. So in that we share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. 18,000 into 5 by 10, 9,000, 5,400. Next 3,600. So PL account is not there. So first under partners capital account we have to record 3 items which has available in the old balance sheet, that is old partners capital, general reserve, reserve fund, or profit and loss account. So after transferring the 3 entries, now come to the revaluation account part. So this all the adjustments we have entered, we have recorded the revaluation account. So here we got profit here. So this profit transferred to partners capital account trade side. So this is revaluation account profit. So this profit we are shared in their old ratio 1,187, next 712, and next 476. Now next goodwill. So goodwill, so here case 2, goodwill case 2. So case 1, case 2, case 3 and case 4. So here we are doing case 2 here. See the adjustment. So in the adjustment about goodwill of the firm rise rupees 18,000, but it was decided to not to show in the books of accounts. That is, this goodwill amount we should not show in the books of account. So it means we should not show in the balance sheet. If you are not showing that goodwill amount in the balance sheet, it means goodwill written off here. Goodwill written off. So this goodwill amount in case 2, goodwill raised and written off, you have to share among all the partners. You have to share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Old profit sharing ratio is 5:3:2. So once again, I will repeat. So in case 1, total goodwill amount raised and retained. And case 2, goodwill amount raised and written off. So under case 2, goodwill amount, you have to share among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So goodwill amount is total 18,000. So if you share 18,000, so in their old profit sharing ratio, so old profit sharing ratio 9,000, next 5,400, and extra 3,600. And this goodwill not to be shown in books of accounts, it means goodwill written off. So goodwill written off, debit side we have to write off the amount. So goodwill account, so this is written off. This is written off. So this goodwill write off, you have to write off only remaining part. See M, N, O. So the ratios 5:3:2. So n he has taken the retirement. So this you cancel it. So remaining ratio is 5/7, 2/7. So this goodwill write-off, you have to share in their new ratio. How to find out new ratio here? Here we have to cancel retiring partner ratio. Now goodwill write-off only to continuing partner. So 18,000 into 5/7, 12,857, and remaining to go. So 18,500 into 2/7. Sorry, 2/7. 5,143. So 12,857 plus 5,143 will be 18,000. Correct? 12,857 plus 5,143, 18,000. So always you have to remember. So first, in case 1, case 2, goodwill amount we have to share in old profit sharing ratio, and this goodwill amount we have to write off only to continuing partner. So like this, after recording all the entries, one more adjustment on the partners. That is, see the adjustment part, last adjustment. N is to be paid. Rupees 20,000 immediately on retirement. See, after retiring N, immediately the remaining partner M and O, they have paid cash. That cash we have to deduct in N's capital account. So this cash account, they have paid immediately. To whom? Retiring partner, that is 20,000. And balance transferred to his loan account. So that balance we have to find out here. Under partner's capital account, under retirement of a partner, first you have to close the retiring partner account. So 41,500 plus 5,400 plus 712 plus 5,400. So total 53,012. Correct? 53,012. So paid immediately 20,000 and balance transferred to his loan account. 53,012 minus 20,000, 33,012. So this is the answer here. See, this balancing figure, this remaining balance transferred to his loan account. So bank loan account. See, this cash paid to N. This amount we have to minus in cash balance, and bank loan. So bank loan, this will be the liability to continuing partner. So this we have to show under next step, that is in the new balance sheet liability side. This 20,000 we have to minus asset side under the cash, and this bank loan will be considered as liability, that we have to show in the balance sheet liability side. Now M and O, they will become as continuing partner, they will continue the business. So first you find out the M balance. So M 91,187, 40,176, 91,087. Next 42,176. So in that you minus this amount goodwill write-off. 91,187 minus 12,857. So in 91,187 you minus this amount. 78,330. Next 42,176 minus 5,143. 37,033. Now this will be the capitals, fresh capitals of a remaining partner. So transfer to balance sheet, balance carried down. So this amount transfer to balance sheet. So transfer here by balance brought down about 78,330 and next 37,033. So this transfer to next is the balance sheet. Now, so new balance sheet of a continuing partner. This balance sheet we can call as opening balance sheet. So new balance sheet as on 1/4/2014. So this new balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet and with the help of adjustment. With the help of adjustment. So this new balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet. So once again you revise this liabilities and assets. First let us revise liabilities as per the old balance sheet. So liabilities, first he has given the capitals. So capitals M and O. So capitals of M and O 78,330. Next O 37,033. Next as per old balance sheet, reserve fund we have taken. Next creditors. Creditors we don't have any adjustment here, so we can write same amount 12,400. Next outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses also there is no adjustment here, so we can write same amount here 1,600. Now the capitals of a remaining partner as per step 2. Next creditors and outstanding expenses as per old balance sheet, and the loan here. So bank loan, the remaining partner we have given the amount, they have settled the amount through the bank loan. This will be the liability. So here N's loan amount here. So N's loan 33,012. So 20,000 they have paid in the form of cash and remaining they have paid in the form of a loan. Now after revising liabilities, we come to the asset side. Asset side, buildings. So buildings you got adjustment here 4,000, 40,000 appreciation here, 40,000 add appreciation 4,000, 44,000. Next machinery. So machinery you got depreciation here 2,325 you have to minus 46,500 less depreciation. Depreciation is 2,325. 44,175. Next insurance. So insurance no adjustment here 28,000. Next furniture. So furniture you got adjustment here, appreciation 800, 7,700 and appreciation. So appreciation is 800. So 8,500. Next stock. So stock after revalued. So stock after revalued there is an adjustment here. So after revalued 17,200, revalued 17,200. Next debtors. So debtors there is an adjustment here. RBD is no longer necessary. It means there is no loss here. So that complete debtors is 17,200. 17,200. No need to deduct RBD under the 17,200 because RBD is no longer necessary. Next cash. So cash, you got adjustment here. So cash, write down the inner column 23,300. Adjustment here. See, remaining partner M and O, first they are paid immediately rupees 20,000. Full amount, why they are not settling? Because the cash they have only 23,300. Because of this reason only, first they are paid 20,000 in the form of cash and remaining transfer to is a loan account. So whatever they have paid immediately after the retirement of a partner, this cash amount we have to minus here. So paid to, who is the retaining partner here? N. So 20,000. So remaining cash is 3,300. Next. So like this. So new balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet along with the adjustment. So after revising the liabilities and assets, so once again recheck these adjustments. See, all these are the adjustments we have taken. You know the adjustments compulsory should be entered in two places here. First in the revaluation account or partners capital account, and next in the balance sheet. So if you get any outstanding expenses should be recorded liability side. If you get any prepaid, so prepaid will be asset side. And next, goodwill. Before closing the balance sheet, so goodwill adjustment, once again, you have to recheck here. See, goodwill written off. If it is goodwill written off, this goodwill amount not be appear in the balance sheet. If it is written only, goodwill amount we have to show in balance sheet asset side. So we have taken all the adjustments. Now you can find out the balance of assets and liabilities.
1,62,375.
So 1,62,375 will be the total. So to do all these steps, first of all, you have to learn the revaluation account, that with the help of a format, we can prepare a revaluation account, and second, partners capital account. Once you know the format, so easily we can prepare the partners capital account. So under partners capital account, first we have to close retaining partner capital, then remaining partners, and next so balance sheet. So balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet along with the adjustment.